Episode 217. Komoi's epic quest for wood hopefully reaches its epic conclusion today. I basically went through the market board and tried to level up all the way up to level 50 as a carpenter. Only got to level 45 before my handy company issue engineering manual 2 ran out. Somewhere around level 42 or 43. So I might as well use this right now. It's probably going to be no good once I get past level 50 anyway. What I did off camera was basically just go to the crafting log and find everything that I could craft easily, like this Makawido, however you pronounce it. The oak lumber here. Basically just all the lumbers that I could easily craft with one material, easily findable through the market board. I did that for a bunch of levels, I guess. It did actually make me, well, as it can be seen in the bottom right, go through basically all of my gil, at least all of the gil that I had in the pocket. I had to sell a little bit of the silver pieces that I've been collecting and stubbornly refusing to actually sell until later. But I had to do it just so we could get some levels for this episode. It's fine though. I think it was probably a wise investment. Oh, and I guess as far as wise investments go, this thing on Komoi's head, also a wise investment. Not really. Just figured I'd buy this because I got this on my main character recently. This witchlet thing, the white witchlet. Looks like a stoat to me. Don't know where it's normally from, but I got it on my main character through the Occult Crescent, the new field operation thing. It seemed like something that would be easily attainable in the market board, now that everyone's doing the Occult Crescent and it's easily obtainable there. Figured a lot of people would be selling it on the market board, and turns out they are. Got this for the low price of 60 gil. I'm not sure how to get it off your head. I guess it'll just hang out there until it's done. So now that we're level 45, we should be able to do all of the quests, well, up until level 50 I think, just because all of the experience we get from the quest should bring us up to level 50, and if not, it shouldn't be too far away. The only problem will be actually getting the materials for the quests themselves, which I might actually have to sell more pieces for, to buy materials off the market board again. Guess we'll see. It is good you have come, Komoi. Your talents are needed for a commission. The client asked for you by name, in fact. It would seem that the adventurer turned carpenter has earned herself a reputation. You are to craft a walnut cane of unparalleled quality. When it is ready, bring it to me. I will not permit you to deliver anything less than perfection. Yeah, he wants high quality now. Guess we're starting to get into the quest where they actually want you to do high quality, and it's not just something I do because I just want to. How do I actually craft this thing? We're still in level 25 territory, so walnut cane. Oh, we already have some walnut lumber, I guess. Did I use all my walnut lumber on something else? Oh, whatever. And then we need, oh no, gross formula beta. I remember I was actually trying to craft this just for leveling. But I remember searching for gross formula beta, maybe even on camera last episode. And it seemed like this was kind of expensive on the board. Well, we only need the one, right? But we need 4 of these, so 3 more lumbers and... what was it? Walnut lumber? We need more walnut logs. I'm gonna have to buy from the market board. That's all this episode and the last episode really are. Just me running back and forth between the Carpenter's Guild and the market board. One thing you can do is peek into other worlds that aren't Lamia, in the same data center anyway, and try to find other people that are selling for cheaper. It's kind of hard to do with all the teleporting around. It's actually way easier to do over in Limsa Laminsa, because right next to this main aetherite, which you need to use to actually travel between worlds, is the market board. You can just run back and forth between them. That's usually what I do when I need to save some gil. What was this thing again? Walnut log. We need 7 more. We could even buy the lumber itself, but it seems kind of crazy, huh? People are only selling in bulk. It's weird. Okay, we can kind of afford this. We need 7 more though, so yeah. It's gonna be like this. We're gonna have to buy more than we actually need at a higher price. Well, slightly higher. Okay. I am going to swallow my pride and sell my hard-earned silver pieces that I've been collecting. I mean, I sold all of these basically at the start of Heavensward. I wanted to wait until it was the end of Heavensward to sell all of these, see what kind of haul we had. But this is what we need the money for, more than anything else right now. Just sell 10 of them. Oh, that's not a lot of money. Didn't actually do the math. I am gonna need even more money for the growth formula. Alright, go ahead and craft those. Just 3. This thing really sticks to your head, doesn't it? Alright, it's actually good we're getting those, because we do actually need the high quality cane, I forgot. And growth formula beta. Yeah, that's right. We only need the 1, but everyone's kind of gouging us. If it were just the one here at 300, that would be great. Or even any of these that even cost like just 1,000. We're gonna actually try doing what I just said. Going to another server and seeing if anyone's selling for cheaper. It only works in the 3 main city-states on this aetherite. Just picking a random one here at the top of the list. I don't know which servers, worlds, whatever, have a reputation for selling on the cheap, or at least even fairly. I like to think that Lamia is fairly fair with the prices, as far as I can tell. I mean, wherever you go, there's gonna be people trying to gouge you. Maybe just by random chance we'll find a better deal here. Well, this works. Exactly what I needed. Just 1 high quality for a decent price. And we can make it, the walnut cane. Oh wait. I'm stupid. I thought 4 at the bottom was how much we were required to use. We only needed 1 over here. It's like I've never crafted before. Well, I guess I didn't need to spend all of that money on this walnut lumber. Well, damn. Alright. Easy craft. And done. Now I only have 899 gil to my name. Could have been like 4,000 more. Wouldn't have had to spend all of that gil on the walnut. Well, maybe I'll need it for the next quest, we'll see. Probably not. It's gonna use like a new set of wood, isn't it? Kind of getting in the way of targeting this thing. Have you made the cane, Komoi? Yeah. What a mannequin. You even gave the mannequin underwear. Great. You know, it's just because they're using, like, player models, right? This mannequin is, like, shrived down from a player model or something. So the player model had to have, like, the usual anatomy, so they had to cover it up with something, I guess. That's my assumption. They could have made it the same as the head, maybe? Maybe I'm just not understanding this design choice. Giving this mannequin underwear. Anyway, we're focusing on the cane. You've done well, Komoi. The gentle curve of the crook appears natural, as if it was destined to take such a shape. Indeed, your skillful application of growth formula has imbued this cane with new life, giving it the appearance of unworked wood. Yeah, the appearance. It was just modeled that way because that's what it's supposed to look like for Final Fantasy, the video game. But yeah, the woodworkers made it look natural. Wands and canes are perhaps the purest expression of the carpenter's creed, in that the finished product is a celebration of the wood's past life. Conjurers are, of course, highly attuned to the natural world, hence it is no small coup, to craft a cane that satisfies. But your cane should meet with the client's approval. There's a sentence. You may go and deliver it to him at the Adder's Nest. I already spent so much gil putting Komoi through what I call crafting school, which I guess we're still going through since we're leveling up right now. Crafting school is what I call the process of going through the market board and all that stuff back and forth. Where are we? Oh, the Conjurer's Guild over... Where is that? Oh, no wait, this guy. We're not going to the Conjurer's Guild, it's just a guy from the guild over here. But yeah, spending money on the market board just for leveling up, for raw levels, and also doing the same for what we're doing right now, the materials to actually complete quests. It's pretty grueling spending all that money. It's not actually that much money. Yes, I am waiting for a carpenter from the guild. What do you ask? So, Mrs. Beaton's famed disciple. It pleases me that I can finally put a face to the name. I'm Gerhard. Though I myself have no talent for conjuring, it is plain to see that this cane is exquisitely wrought. The cane is not for me. It is meant for a conjurer recently assigned to my unit. Her name is Ponette, a talented but stubborn soul who has thus far resisted my every attempt to integrate her into our ranks. I have been here long enough to know that Gridanians can be rather protective of their city, and that this can manifest itself in a deep mistrust of outsiders. However, I cannot simply order her to set aside her prejudices. I need her to trust me of her own volition. It is my hope that by giving her this cane, she will at least accept my leadership. You will find her in Stillglade Fane. Please give it to her on my behalf. No, I think the gift would mean that much more if it came from you, physically, so we don't have to do the legwork. But that's fine. Sure, we'll do it. We were teleporting there anyway in the first place, but then we had to walk over to you, and now we're going back there. You know, I thought this thing would go off on its own volition. It seems it just decided it lives here now, on Komoi's head. Is this... It only just occurred to me right now. Is this all part of the tree, or is this underground? No, of course not. It's not that big of a tree. Just the stump is the entrance to the underground, and here's where the wood ends and where the stone begins. Okay. If there were a bigger tree, then I guess maybe. It's not exactly the Deku tree here. It's kind of like roots and stone. It'd make a nice landmark, like a huge tree or something where the conjurers kind of work inside the hollowed out tree. Doesn't matter. How long does the captain intend to keep me waiting? Does he have any idea how little time a conjurer has to spare? Ever came. A gift. That Alamegan kept me waiting this long for some trinket he did not even see fit to deliver himself. I know, right? Typical. These foreigners truly don't have the first idea about. Gasp. Gods, it can't be true. A walnut cane, and one so finely wrought that I can scarce believe it was man-made. The conjurers, our canes are the physical representation of our connection with the living world. They provide a focus for us to channel the forces of nature and weave spells. To possess a cane made of walnut is a dream most conjurers share, and I am no different. I see the beauty of this cane and the heart of the woman who made it. That an outsider could craft this flawless cane, Forgive my impropriety, adventurer. I have never paid outsiders any mind, imagining them incapable of comprehending Gridanian tradition. Yet it seems that it was I who failed to comprehend. You have humbled me, adventurer, and opened my eyes. It is clear that you have worked hard to learn our ways. Sure, as has Captain Gerhard. I cannot thank you both enough. Though I do not deserve this cane, I swear I will do my utmost to earn it. My thanks again, adventurer. Should you meet with the captain before I do, please convey my gratitude. Okay, we're going back to Gerhard then. For any other character that isn't a Lalafell, minions like this just kind of perch on your shoulder. For Lalafell, it's the head. It's kind of funny, sort of. Don't know which one I like better. I like when this thing's perched on my main character's shoulder, but this also looks pretty good. When it's a huge minion like this, it kind of becomes ridiculous. Well, it's not like a huge minion, it's relatively huge. I knew it would not be easy pleasing her, but I never doubted that Beaton's finest could deliver. I wonder, how is she? How is he? Still working too hard, I presume? So it goes. Anyway, duty calls. Thank you again, Komoi. Please give my regards to the Timber Master. That was a fairly interesting delivery, despite my griping. Got to see some of the, I guess, Gridanian politics, you could call it, of outsiders versus insiders or whatever. And the Alamegans that, I guess, came in as refugees. Welcome back, Komoi. Was the client satisfied? Interesting. So the client was not a conjurer himself. In any case, I'm glad to hear that the intended recipient was satisfied. I must know, Komoi, who was the client. I only received their messenger, and I cannot fathom why they would not come in person. Gerhard, are you certain? I thought him far from Gridania on campaign. When did he return? And why would he not greet me in person? He hates you. We have known each other for so many years. Well, I can only assume that his duties leave no time for such niceties. I'm glad to hear he is home and well. Thank you for attending to his request, Komoi. I look forward to our next meeting. No. No. And no. Next one, the level 35 quest. Well, if it isn't Komoi, you grow more popular with every commission. Take that walnut cane, for example. You remember, don't you? The one you crafted not long ago? It must have left quite the impression on Gerhard, because he has once again requested your services. He would have you craft an oak longbow, a quality longbow, but I presume you already knew that. Yeah, I'm starting to assume. Gerhard's squad is considered one of the finest units in the Yellow Serpents. They are oft tasked with dangerous missions, which carry them deep into hostile territory. Our soldiers never want for the best material. I trust you will not disappoint, Komoi. Alright, so this time we're crafting a oak longbow, I guess. Did we craft like a lot of oak lumber as part of leveling? I think I did. Okay, good. We have plenty of this, and we even have some high quality ones. And these steel ingots that I accidentally bought that one time during the previous episode, seems like they're coming back into play, I guess. Maybe. Maybe just for this one craft, but if we're going to need one more for the other craft, then the 2 steel ingots that I bought, well, we'll see. Going to need more linen yarn and ash branches, wherever we can get those, I guess. This is what level again? 35, so it's actually a few more levels. For every 5 levels, it's going to be another quest, right? So this is one craft that we're going to have to do, and then another at level 40, and then I guess 45 and 50, so actually a few more. Plenty of opportunities to use up the 2 steel ingots that I accidentally bought, hopefully. Don't know if steel ingots get used all the way to level 50 though, it might just be this current range that we're in, level 35 to 40 or whatever. Linen yarn and ash branch is what I needed. Just one of these, and this should work. We need 2 ash branches. Well, it's the cheapest. Although, even though it costs more, why not? A lower total. We don't need any more ash branches, I don't think. Oh wait, I had 5 already. I already had... No wait, no I didn't. I bought 7 just now, that's right. My gear doesn't exactly match the level that I'm at. I don't think so anyway. So some of these crafts are going to be a little bit harder due to my lower item level, I guess. Should be fine though, as long as we can afford the materials. Just trying to check my timer to see if we're on track to complete all of these quests by the end of this episode. I don't want to spend too many episodes on just woodworking. Have you the longbow, Komoy? So that would be 2 quests in about almost 30 minutes. Has it already been almost 30 minutes? I guess that last quest had a lot of dialogue. Marvelous, simply marvelous. Some carpenters claim that oak is ill-suited for use in longbows, and that other woods are far preferable. But I would say you've chosen your materials well. This particular specimen is both hard and elastic, and I see no reason to believe it will take a permanent bend. Of course, we have you to thank for that. The finest materials are nothing without a skilled craftsman to mold them. Indeed, this longbow is a testament to your ever-growing skills. Gerhard will approve. You may take it to him at the Adder's Nest. So if we did 2 quests in about 30 minutes and we're only on the level 35 quests, things aren't really looking good. I don't want to go on long, but you know what? Maybe this one will go by quicker. Komoy, do you have that longbow I requested? My word, I see my faith in you was not misplaced. I have a young archer under my command. We'll be thrilled to receive this. It's of critical importance that my squad keeps its weapons and armor in good shape. Our reconnaissance missions often require that we spend weeks in isolation, without any form of support. Thunderstorm outside. Not sure if that's being picked up. In fact, we leave for our next mission on the morrow. Unfortunately, this means I must once again postpone my visit to the guild. It's literally right over there, like just off camera where I can't turn it. You could just walk over there and say hi, but I guess it's gonna go on longer than that, huh? If Beaton complains, just give him a piece of quality lumber on my behalf. That should provide ample distraction. He's always been more passionate about his work than anything else. Oh, is this the old friend that Beaton mentioned in like the previous questline story or whatever? I think he might be. But I imagine that you learned that long ago. Until we meet again, Komoy. I saw this blue, and for a second I was afraid the crystal braves were back. But no, we're done with that. Gerhard was satisfied then. Good, good. Another mission? I understand. We are both professionals with responsibilities that cannot be ignored. Even so, it always gives me cause for worry. I do not question his ability as a commander or as an archer, but irrational as it may be, forgive me. I am cursed with an overactive imagination. It is nothing, never mind. We shall speak again when next I have a commission for you. No, that's the same. I guess this is an upgrade? Well, just give us this. Oh, and actually, right, I have a new saw. And I guess some of this stuff is actually better. Tomoy, you minx. If I didn't know any better, I'd say Gerhard was smitten with you. What, you jealous? It sounds like they're old flames or something. He's given you another commission, this time for an oak composite bow. In case you were unaware, such a bow can only be wielded by a master archer. with years upon years of experience in the field. Don't you see? You are to craft a bow for Gerhard himself. You are to give this commission your undivided attention, Komoi. While simply crafting an oak composite bow is no small feat, I will not permit you to present anything less than perfection. Have I made myself clear? Good. Now go. Still oak, huh? Good. We found plenty of oak. No, wait. Oak composite bow. Different from an oak longbow. Yeah, still oak. We need beast sinew and algoat horn. Beast sinew and algoat horn. Just gotta keep that in mind. I always forget whenever I walk over to the market board and start entering on the keyboard. Actually, I'm still in Behemoth. Are things cheap here? I don't know. I guess so far they haven't been like egregious. And actually, 236 gil is not gonna cut it no matter what. Sell some of that bronze stuff we have. Wait, how much is this? 100? Sell 20? Or maybe just some more silver pieces. Why not? Just split out 10. Again. I think this should maybe be kind of cheap. Okay, good. Actually, maybe the amount of gil that I had was actually going to cut it. I should have realized. Because I already knew this. Anything that you get as drops from monsters, people just kind of put on the market board for real cheap. Because anybody that isn't even a crafter will come across these things naturally just by playing the game. Whereas the crafting materials are something that you would have to intentionally create. Which is why they end up selling for more. But in this case, it's just basically a dumpster for people, the market board. A dumpster for monster materials. No, wait. Oh crap. Damn it. I meant to use the high quality wood, but now we're in this now. I mean, we can still do it, but this is going to use up the materials if I back out already. Which is really a shame. If you're at 0% on everything on the first step or something, they should let you quit out and not waste the materials. Just like a minor complaint, but how many important materials have people maybe wasted by doing exactly what I did just now? Well, whatever. We can still try to make this work, right? And even if we don't get to 1400 quality, which is pretty crazy. As long as we can get to like halfway, it'll be a pretty decent chance to be high quality. Problem is it's not like logarithmic, or it's not linear, the scaling for the percentage. We're actually maybe gonna have to think about this, which I really don't want to do. Alright, excellent, perfect. Okay, never mind. We maybe don't have to think of this at all. It's kind of poor now, but start on that. Do this. Another one would already pass the required amount. No, wait. It would be just under, so yeah. Alright, that's exactly what I wanted. Want to wait for a good condition to start doing this again. And I can spend... This is the most reasonable thing to do. And this. Oh wait, we're out of CP. Well, I don't want that 4% to kill us. Alright, one more, come on. That's what we wanted. Right, waste not. Probably better to use waste not rather than the repair thing for maximum durability usage. If we actually have to think about our craft again, then maybe I'll use that instead to start with. We might not be okay on levels, actually. Only perfection will suffice, Kamoi. If you have it, then show me. Here you go. Even experienced carpenters can find constructing a composite bow to be a daunting task, given the complexity of the design and the variety of materials required. Right, variety. But the resulting product is well worth the price. I mean, I guess like lore-wise, working with beast sinew and outgoat horn, that's kind of a weird thing for a woodworker, right? It's funny that you can actually see the outgoat horn though. This union of wood, bone, and sinew possesses the power of a self-bow. A self-bow? What is that? Of a self-bow more than twice its size. Is that proper English? That isn't a typo. I'm pretty sure Final Fantasy never has typos. I mean, I don't actually know if that's true. I just feel like I've never actually encountered a real typo. Maybe it doesn't actually, I don't know. Maybe he said self-same or... no. I'm pretty sure it's just proper grammar that I don't recognize. This makes it ideal for archers who must travel with minimal supplies and cannot afford to carry heavier equipment. No matter how much I search, I cannot find flaw with your craftsmanship, your materials, your execution. It is all, for want of a better word, perfect. It comforts me to know that Gerhard will wield this formidable weapon. Deliver it to him with my blessing. It is actually kind of a cool looking bow. Even if it is kind of like the basic, only up to level 50 stuff. Like there are way crazier bows in the game, but just as a normal bow, it's kind of fancy looking, now that we've hyped it up a bit. Greetings, Gilmore. I believe you have a delivery for me. Now this is a fine bow, worthy of the bow lord himself. The girl will be pleased. What's that? Meaton thought it was for me. Oh no. This is for another one of my archers. I have a perfectly serviceable bow, which has served me for many years. Beaton ought to know. He made it. That makes sense. Ah, those were the days. He, the young initiate, I, the aspiring serpent. Actually, maybe this isn't the old friend that he was talking about. I think Beaton said that they were both woodworkers back then, and that his friend went down a different path or something, or... oh wait, maybe that is still true. Maybe this guy used to be a woodworker that became an archer? Could that be? Well, who knows. I guess we'll find out. He wasn't always so damn cocksure, you know. Back then, he was full of doubts and questions. The maple longbow he made me might not look like much to you, but to me it's the perfect weapon. I intend to use it until the day I die. Not that I intend to die anytime soon, of course. Now then, I believe I have a delivery of my own to make. If you'll excuse me, Komori. Well, I'm glad he's doing deliveries for himself now. With this thing on our head while we're doing crafting quests, it's almost sort of like Ratatouille. This thing is sort of like a rat. It's a witchrit. I don't know what a witchrit is. Is that some kind of stoat or what? It could actually be Ratatouille if we were like a culinarian, but I guess we're not doing that. Welcome back, Komori. Was Gerhard well? What? He still uses that longbow I made as an initiate? Don't tell me it's like a piece of crap. I didn't think he kept it. But a Twin Adder Captain deserves a far finer weapon. I should offer to craft him a new one. Until the day I die. What nonsense. Yeah, these two are definitely old flames, or something. Surely that longbow is no more than a mangled stick at this point. If it were to break during battle, he would only have himself to blame. But I cannot stand idly by while he... No. I will give this no more thought. He is an experienced soldier. He would never be so reckless. Oh, I did not realize you were still here, Komori. You may go. I have nothing else for you today. Kinda better. No, and... the same. Might as well. What a hat. We're not wearing it though. Going back to the other one. Right. I don't think we're going to be level 50 by the time we complete this. Maybe all the experience here with our boost from the preferred world bonus will actually be enough, combined with the actual crafting experience we get from this quest. We'll see. Not now, Komori. I have too much on my mind. I did not intend for things to become so heated. Yet Gerhardt refused to listen to reason, and I... Never mind. Leave me to my work. If you still desire company, perhaps young Nicolo will serve. Nicolo? I guess so. What's going on with you? Okay, we're not going to ask about the quest. We're here for carpentry, and he's sending us off to play with some kid. I remember you. Komori, right? Let me guess. Beaton told you to go away again. Yeah. He's been like that since Gerhard left. He had some commission for the guild, but Beaton wouldn't accept it. Because of an old bow or something. They were shouting and Beaton threw him out. They were both acting like younglings. Well, it's good that he finally made the time to actually walk a few extra steps over to the guild and say hi. Maybe he was saving it because he knew exactly this would happen. Knowing Beaton, I guess it's pretty predictable. I don't know if it'll help, but maybe you should talk with Gerhard about what happened. I think he went back to the Adder's Nest. Leave old Beaton to me. I'll talk some sense into him. Jeez, Beaton has kids, talking sense into him. That's not quest specific. Beaton's a real piece of work. He's actually kind of an interesting character. Komori, what brings you here? So you heard about what happened at the guild. It is unfortunate that the children bore witness to our dispute. And it is even more unfortunate that I must ask you to become involved. My request was intended for the Timbermaster himself, but since he has refused me, I have no choice. I need a Cobalt Halberd, a Jade Crook, and a yew longbow, your best quality, and as fast as possible. The equipment is required for a mission of grave import, which is why I first approached the Timbermaster, but you are also a proven artisan, Komori, so I think I can safely entrust it to you. Nevertheless, I must ask that you present the finished items to Beaton for inspection. If he judges them acceptable, then I will gladly accept. This is unfortunate from my wallet. We actually have to craft 3 things. Well, I guess I sold all of these pieces for a reason. Hopefully it doesn't spend much more than what I already sold. I'm just really stingy. So we need Cobalt Halberd, Jade Crook, and a yew longbow. Wait, are those even at this level? Wait, didn't we craft those already? No, that's a yew longbow. Is that actually a really low level one? No. Where is that? Yew longbow. Well, here's the yew. And there's a yew crook, but where's the yew longbow? Surely it would have to be a higher level than the actual yew lumber. Was it actually a higher level one? There's a halberd. But no longbow. Oh, there it is. It's actually a level 46. Wait, what? It's yew, but it takes rosewood? Well, I guess we're using yew branches? Okay. We'll start with this, just because I'm on it. Yew branch, raptor sinew, clove oil. Start with the easy one. Oh no, that's not good. We'll try another world. Also, not great. I mean, just because it's bulk. We can try another world with this one too, if they're selling like just one for 40 gil or something. And the yew branch. They're all cheap in terms of like the per unit price, but they're all selling in bulk, so I'm gonna have to try for another world where someone is just dumping one or two or something. Let's go back to Lamia. Right. A lot of times, even if I make the trip to check a bunch of different worlds for different prices, I just find that it's all basically the same price. Or that the world that I started in is already the cheapest price. Was this cheaper? I don't think it was. You know, it would actually help if I remembered the prices of the things that I'm trying to beat. All I know is that this is too much. I don't think Lamia is a good place for prices right now. I think it was raptor sinew. Yeah, gonna try somewhere else. This is the pain of being stingy. I really could afford it if I sold all the pieces that I have, but I just don't want to. Let's try Excalibur. On my main character, I feel like Excalibur and Exodus are usually Or I find some decent prices after like doing the rounds. Maybe that'll be true. As long as someone's just selling like not in bulk, then I think we should be fine. Alright, that kind of works. It's not much cheaper, but that works. We need the clove oil. Damn. No one's selling a single piece. And what was it, the U branch? We need 2 of them. Alright, that's exactly what we want to see. Gonna try one more world for that other thing. And actually, maybe I should have been paying attention to the shopping list for all of the things that I need to buy. Damn. This is a real pain in the ass, huh? Let's actually start looking before we hop into another world. The Jade Crook. Plenty of lumber. We need jadeite, spoken blood, and horn glue. Actually, I might have... Oh, there it is. Alright, that works. A spoken what now? Blood. This is one hell of a quest. I think horn glue is maybe buyable from, actually, from this guy. It sounds familiar, like some kind of glue. One of these guys that just sells like everything, right? No, it's animal glue that they sell. No horn glue. Horn glue. Yeesh. That is... Well, we'll check somewhere else. And the last thing we need to craft is... the cobalt halberd. Already have the lumber. Just need... damn it. We're not using that iron ingot after all. We're outside of the level range. Would have been nice if those 2 that I bought would have been perfectly distributed amongst the remaining crafts I had to do, but no dice. Whatever. Cobalt ingot, silver ingot, ore, leather. Cobalt, silver, ore. This is gameplay. No real point in me cutting it out though. These episodes are just for the purpose of recording the actual experience. Here it is. More or less anyway. Oh, I was afraid of this. All these ingots tend to be really pricey. What was the other one? I already forgot. Silver ingot and boar leather. Start with the easy one. Should be cheap. Oh no. Well, I guess we're gonna have to search somewhere else again. And just add an ingot. Better than searching. Yeah, as usual, per unit prices are... You know what, maybe I'm just being stingy. We'll try one more world, the other E world, I think it was Exodus. And if it doesn't look good, then we'll just bite the bullet and actually sell everything that we've been collecting. let's see, what to start with. Cobalt ingot. Alright, this works. Need a silver ingot. Just what I wanted to see. What was that last one? The ore something or other. Leather. Damn, they should have been selling for cheap for this. It's a monster material. People should have just like loads of them on the market board just being sold one or two, not in bulk. The horn glue. Damn. I was afraid of this. I guess the cheapest we can get it is for here, but... it doesn't have to be high quality, huh? Yeah. Bite the bullet. I'm going to sell some of my coveted Allegan gold pieces just for this. Spit out 4 of them. Alright, give us the cheap one. Now we also need for still this. The... what was it? The U-bow? U-longbow? Yeah. The clove oil. Alright, that worked out. If only they all worked out like that. And finally... the boar leather, right? Yeah. We're gonna return to Lamia and see if the boar leather is cheap there. Have we checked Lamia already for boar leather? I don't think so. If we have and it's pricey there, then we're just gonna buy it. Oh wait, gotta change worlds first. Right. And I was really hoping to avoid this, but I guess I'm gonna make this episode longer just to finish up these damn carpenter quests. Up to level 50. What am I doing? We're not turning in the quest. We're still shopping. Just need the one more thing, though. And please be good to me. Alright, that's good enough. Maybe boar leather is hard to come by, actually. Maybe it actually involves a leather worker? That's right, there's a boar hide, so that is actually like a crafting material. It's not just like a material that you get from the drop of a boar or whatever. Alright, let's not screw this up. Sometimes I forget a leather worker is an actual class in Final Fantasy. Seems like we're fine. Just spend this. I don't think durability is actually our problem here so much as it is CP. And since we're crafting 3 things here, we might actually be ready in terms of levels for the final quest, which is good. I already spent enough time just screwing around with the market board for the quest itself. I didn't want to do it for getting levels. Love to see those excellents. It's always a poor after an excellent. So there's maybe some strategy to use a different action that isn't actually increasing the quality, so that you don't just waste the turn. But we don't have to really worry about it too much. Plus there's also the benefit of even if you're not really getting that much quality doing a touch action on a poor turn, you're still ending up with more of that stack of intuition or whatever it's called, which increases your quality gains for later actions. This thing here, you always want to be building up on that. Inner quiet, that's what it is. Alright, we are going to now worry about this. I'm going to spend this. I think we need at least 3 progress actions. If we use this, it'll be 75, so yeah, it's going to be at least 3. If we have 18 CP, it's going to be 4 if we don't. Gonna have to keep that in mind as we work on the quality. Alright, is 88% good enough? We can save the CP if we do this hasty touch. So I think we'll do that. We just need 18 CP in 3 turns, so we can do this 2 times. Alright, perfect. Then 1, 2, 3. Just want to get that 100% so we don't really regret our decisions. If you can get 100%, you might as well. Guess I didn't need to spend all of those gold pieces after all, but having some pocket money just to teleport around is always good. Especially because I'm doing society quests, that's why we started this in the first place. For the Mughals. I feel it necessary to apologize for my earlier behavior, Komoi. It was unbecoming of a timbermaster. So you agreed to fulfill Gerhard's order. Very well. Let me see what you have wrought. I usually think of wrought as like negative connotation. But I guess wrought is also just a neutral term. Or was he insulting us? Probably not. You chose your bow staves, wisely. I see no imperfections in the yew which would interfere with performance. The rosewood reinforcements appear solid, and the sinew bowstring is of excellent quality. I have no objections to this bow. And I believe this is the first time I have judged a halberd of your creation. Fascinating weapons, halberds. Did you know that they were a Heavensward invention? The marauders first used them to repel mounted units. A skilled wielder could easily pull a rider from his saddle. As for this particular halberd, I have no criticisms. In fact, given the quality of the axe blade, I can't help but wonder if you've been studying blacksmithing. Maybe next time. Though, even if you were pursuing other disciplines, this crook proves that you have not neglected your carpentry. The luxurious reddish browns of the mahogany, the entrancing greens of the jadeite. It is a true expression of Gordonian philosophy. A triumph of craftsmanship, made only with the necessary materials. Bravo, Komori. I was wrong to deny Gerhard, but thanks to you, his squad will not suffer from my stubbornness. I only pray that he reconsiders my offer. Ah, yes. You may proceed with the delivery. Has he explained yet why he refused in the first place? Did I miss that, or? I guess we'll get into it in, like, the finale quest. Definitely not as exciting as the alchemy crafting questline where we were resurrecting the dead with alchemy, but it's a personal story, I guess. Beaton had no objections. Excellent. Then if you would hand me the weapons. When we first met, the quality of your work was already impressive. I must say, though, that looking at your most recent products, it's clear even to me that you have grown tremendously, both professionally and personally. Or maybe it's more obvious when contrasted with Beaton's... No, that is hypocritical of me to say. I am as much to blame for our squabble as he. I swear, when we fought, it was as though nothing had ever changed. In any case, I thank you for your hard work. This next mission may be our most dangerous yet, and it gives me great comfort to know my squad is equipped with the finest weapons. It may be some time before I see you and Beaton again. Don't count on it. Please give him my regards. We should be level 50, right? Hopefully. Was he pleased, Komori? Oh, once again, he fails to deliver his farewells in person. Yeah, I mean, you're kinda... Well, whatever. Yet a soldier must serve, and a carpenter must craft. These are the lives we have chosen. He's really laying it on thick, isn't he? They kind of really feel like... I don't know. Spurned lovers? Would that be an appropriate term for these two? It kind of feels like it to me. I tried to reason with him. I offered to replace his longbow, but he refuses to face reality. That bow will not last another moon, if even that. Okay, so that's where... Right, I guess we could have guessed that's where the source of this whole conflict, I guess, was. He just refuses to get rid of this keepsake or whatever. But my fervent protestations fell on deaf ears. I allowed my temper to overwhelm me, and I said many things I now regret. When Eve returns to Gridania, we should have much to discuss. I pray that day comes soon. Yeah, it should be right now, right? As soon as we check what might be good here. No need. And no need. Yep, we're ready. That was a lot of experience after all. Oh, Komori, it's horrible. It's so horrible. Wouldn't you know it, I guess Gerhard is back in town. Must have been a quick mission. An officer from the Adder's Nest came to speak with me in the North Shroud. Near XIV territory they found Gerhard's longbow. I saw the fragments myself. It was the self-same maple longbow I made all those years ago. Which means, oh, he really did use it until the day he died. Sorry, too soon. Gerhard is... I wish to be alone right now, Komori. Go. Be with your loved ones. Or play with the younglings in the acorn orchard. Okay. Not to be insensitive or whatever, but it's not like they found the body, right? Just a bow. It's a very serious moment. You mind getting off our head for this serious moment? We should probably like take off our hat for this solemn moment, but can't really do that if the hat's wedged between you and our head. Hey Komoy, it's good you weren't here earlier when Beaton heard the news. He went on a rampage in the workshop, howling like an animal and breaking anything within reach with his bare hands. Good thing we weren't there. I don't think we can help him this time. But if you want to try, you could give him some really, really good wood. Like say, the best lengths of rosewood lumber you can make. Maybe that would work? Well, wouldn't you know it? I already know... Wait, hang on. Damn, did I really craft 30 pieces of rosewood and not a single high quality one? Or did I use one of the high quality ones for one of my crafts? I don't think I did. I'm pretty sure I just like did quick crafting on this for leveling off camera. And that just ended up being not good enough to get like just out of random chance out of 30 dice rolls. One single high quality one. But what are the chances we can actually craft one intentionally? Guess we'll find out. But I'm gonna actually have to buy more materials, I guess. Oh wait, I did use... Did I use a high quality one just now? You know, I don't think I did. But if I did, I had no way of knowing, right? And this is what I needed for the finale quest. So to make that... rosewood logs, obviously. But how much do they cost? Pretty pricey. We need 3, so this won't cut it. Although... we're gonna cheat. We paid enough already, right? This is also strategy. This is actually the true strategy to actually using the market board when leveling up your classes. You can actually just buy the thing that you need to turn in without actually crafting it yourself. In later quests, like in more recent expansions, there are ways that the creators of the game prevent you from just buying things off the market board and make you craft it yourself. But this is good enough. We'll just say we did it ourselves, or better yet, maybe our little witchret did it for us. We'll pretend that it's actually some kind of master carpenter or something, and it was doing the whole ratatouille thing this whole time, and we weren't good enough, but the witchret was. Not really. Why have you returned? I told you I wish to be alone. Check out this wood. Oh, it's that kind of wood? I thought it'd be like one of those more square-shaped cross-section ones. This is an exquisite mix of rosewood lumber. Truly the culmination of decades of growth and maturation. I know you mean well, Komoy, but it is of no use. My thoughts remain with Gerhard. Like a young sapling, he matured into a magnificent tree, only to be cut down before his... Wait, what am I saying? Gerhard was no sapling. He was one of our finest, and the scouts. The scouts found signs of a skirmish, but no bodies. Do you not see? He must still be alive. He and his squad are out there somewhere, isolated and likely low on supplies. I know for a fact that he only carries one bow. So if that weapon has been broken, matron forfend, he could be defenseless. He must needs be sent a new one straight away, but I fear I am in no condition to craft it. In my earlier foolish tantrum I injured my hand, and have not the strength to grip a saw. You must be the one to craft Gerhardt's bow, Komoe. I beg of you, make him a peerless crab bow, and affix to it a savage aim materia of the 3rd grade. Once finished, seek out Gerhardt and his men in the North Shroud. The fragments of his old longbow were found not far from Elder Springs. If the matron is merciful, you will find him not far from there. Please, Komoe, you are my one and only hope. Kind of an involved quest. Not only are you just kind of supposing where they might be, like without really that much information to go off of, you're also having us like craft exactly what he needs, just based on another supposition. I mean, yeah, his bow broke, but I mean the rest of them have weapons too, right? That we crafted. It should be good enough durability or something, right? Anyway, we're crafting the crab bow. Oh no, we need to craft an oak composite bow first. Which is just going to be even more materials to spend on. I mean, it's fine, it's just... Also going to need algoat horn, easy to get, red coral, megalo crab shell. Well, I guess we'll see. Didn't we already craft an oak composite bow? Like for a previous quest? It's all just bows and stuff. Where's the furniture? Wait, oak composite bow? Right, yeah, the exact thing that we just did. Is it just asking for algoat horn twice? Where is this thing? Crab bow, right? Yeah, 2 algoat horns. 1 megalo crab shell. And red coral. Easy one first. Hopefully easy. Damn. Who's selling an algoat horn for 1800? That is not what this is worth. We might actually hop into another world for this one. Megalo crab shell, red coral. The bow itself was actually... Yeah, we have the sinew. Megalo crab, red coral. Alright, good. Red coral is weirdly expensive. Alright, another world time. Where did we have good luck? Was it Excalibur or Exodus? Gerhardt could be dying out there, and here we are, wasting time by trying to be stingy with our money again. It's just kind of a weird sense of urgency that they're affixing to this quest, even though it's a crafting quest. But I mean, it's proper for a finale, right, I guess? You wanted to have some kind of stakes or something? Oh no, it's bad no matter where we go. Alright, fine. Well, before we do this, quick check. Anyone selling this? Someone is selling the exact thing that you need for 140,000 gil. Yeah, no way. You'd have to be a real idiot to actually go for that deal. Alright, so we're actually going to spend this on the Algoth Horn. Maybe I'm a real idiot for buying the Algoth Horn at this price, but we'll do it. And finally the red coral. This is actually not that much materials, as much as I thought. The level 45 quest was actually way worse. Oh no. Just one. Okay, that'll work. Somewhere quiet, please. Over here. First this bow. This bow. It is this one, right? Oak composite bow? Yes. Try to make it high quality if we can. So we're gonna do this. And with our remaining CP we need, again, it's going to be 75 per, so with 18 and 2 turns we can make it. So we're going to do some of this with this and this. Save the remaining CP. Oh wait, we're done. And finally, the last thing we have to craft for a while. At least before we do the Moogle quests again. That way brings us halfway. Great. Alright, so we're actually going to start with this. More efficiency on durability. Don't have to repair. Already done, basically. Oh, it's actually a lot of progress required. Not that much. And done. Oh wait, we need the materia too, damn. Hopefully not that expensive. Savage. Aim. Has to be number 3. Good. Pretty cheap. Those are also kind of garbage that people kind of dump into the market board as a dumpster. Right, I can just do it myself. I am a crafter, so I can meld materia into my own stuff. This one, right? Yeah. And done. Now we gotta go all the way to the North Shroud, I guess. Let's see if Beaton's hunch was on the money. Did that exact scenario that he laid out in his mind happen? It did. What do you think you're doing here? Take cover, you fool. There are Ixal about. This isn't that far from just like normal territory. This doesn't seem like a dangerous place. Kind of a weird place to put this NPC. Check out this bow. Pretty nifty, huh? Oh, an actual cutscene. How fun. Damn it, Komoi. This is no place for a carpenter. We're also the Warrior of Light, but I guess we're a carpenter right now. He's right, though. A bow? Did Beaton send you all this way just to deliver a bow? It's a pretty good bow, though, right? Gods bless that stubborn fool. I should have listened when he said my maple longbow was at its limit. My thanks, Komoi. If it weren't for you, I don't know what I would have done. Now keep your head down. I have a chieftain to slay. The power of wood. You save lives this eve. I cannot thank you enough, Komoi. Please let Beaton know that we are fine, and that I will see him again soon. It's actually pretty satisfying that I had that whole cutscene as the finale for the Carpenter level 50 quest. I guess for the alchemy questline it was more of a emotional kind of finale, but this one was more actiony, I guess. It was sufficient, I'd say. I mean, what else can you do with carpentry, right? Fastest is over here. Kind of could have just teleported, but I'm trying to save money, you know? That's kind of the theme of this episode. And we're done. I could kiss you, Komoi. He lives. Gerhard lives. Save your kisses for him. I owe you a debt that can never be repaid. 1,000 times over, I thank you. You came to us as a seedling, yet now you are as a heaven's pillar. You could say we're Heavensward? No. There is naught else I have to teach you. In fact, you have inspired me to reflect on my own deficiencies. Yeah, you got some stuff to work on. We're calling the shots now. Minor though they may be, I would be remiss if I neglected personal development. Real humble. Though you are no longer under my tutelage, I trust you will continue to hone your craft as well. Best of luck to you, Komoi. Great. Which of these look the best? Glamour-wise. I kinda like those gloves. The shoes are... well, maybe we can get the full set later. And that's it. We could continue the next quest, but that's all we're doing for now. We just needed to be level 50 to... start doing the Moogle quests. Whoa, that is one hell of a saw. It's really... well, it's got quite the shape to it, doesn't it? Huh. Well, okay. Anyway, that's all I want to do, so that I could start doing the Moogle quests and get this class up to, I don't know, level 90 or something, just by doing society quests. We won't get that high, but maybe around that much. And of course we also have the gloves here. Yeah, we're probably let's actually keep this glamour with the gloves. Alright, with that done, this extra long 90-minute exciting finale episode for the carpentry questline is now coming to a close. Our fun little foray into the world of woodworking is over, and we can get back to the equally exciting world of society quests. And then maybe, I don't know, we can get back to the main quest, if I feel like it. For now, it's a good time to take a break.